Melanie Newman for the Mobile BayBears. Today we are at Montgomery's Riverwalk Stadium for the Southern League All-Star Game. I'm joined by two of the BayBears additions to this, Adam Miller and Gerson Montilla. Guys, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
So, Adam, you actually came out today. You're going to help out Montilla a little bit. It's your second interview now doing this. What's it like to have that relationship?
Yeah, it's fun to be able to speak to the guys in Spanish. I mean, most of the guys on the team, they understand everything in English, but I guess expressing themselves in English is a little bit tougher. But Monty, he's as good as it comes in English, so he can do fine.
So you have good English, Montilla, but what does it still mean to have somebody like Adam who can help you out when you need it?
Oh, it's nice to have one guy like Miller, because sometimes you forget something and just ask him how to say it, so it's good.
So you had to come up here for the All-Star Game. It's that 3-day break. It's going to pull you away. You're still going to come out and play. What is that like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. I guess anytime you can get some exposure and some recognition, it's always a good time. So whenever you can, especially being out here with all the guys that made the All-Star team from other teams, it's fun being around the guys, so yeah.
And so what is it like for you to come out here for this All-Star Game?
Oh, I'm very glad, to be here. So we have fun with all my teammates and guys from the other team, new experience, so it's good.
And so what's the biggest difference between a normal road trip up to Montgomery and these past 2 days?
I think for us, we don't have to shag BP, so that's the one bonus for me that I'm really enjoying. They don't have to shag BP.
And
as an infielder for you, Montilla, what's the biggest difference?
Oh, I mean, like he say, I don't have to take infield, but it's still saying, we got to bat in practice, everything, it's like regular game.
Okay, and so guys, this is huge attention for not only the Southern League but yourselves. How do you think this really helps affect you and the eyes that are watching you today?
I guess for me, you're playing against some really good competition here, and if you perform well, then it just shows that you can play against better competition. So.
Good?
Yeah.
Same thing? All right, guys, again, thank you so much. And when we come back, I'll also be joined by BayBears outfielders Zach Borenstein and Socrates Brito. And back out at Riverwalk Stadium for the Mobile BayBears, Melanie Newman joined by the other two BayBears additions to the All-Star roster, Zach Borenstein and Socrates Brito. Guys, thank you for joining us.
Thanks to you.
So you are the two outfielders, the pair that ended up making the trip up from Mobile. Did you have any plans before you found out you were making this?
No, I didn't actually. Hammer called me. I was a late add to the roster, and I didn't have any plans, so we probably would have stayed in Pensacola for a couple days and stayed at the beach, but instead we're here.
And so with the addition of the two of you, you kind of have a little more relatability out here on a field that's mixed with other rosters. What is that like for you guys?
Go ahead. I didn't actually listen to what you said. Can you repeat the question?
So the two of you made the trip up here as a pair of outfielders for Mobile.
Okay.
You're going to be playing with a mixed roster today. So how does it change it that you already know each other? You have like the communication, everything down, being on the same team.
It makes it a little easier when you come with guys that you know and teammates. But everyone's the same here. We all play the same game and we've all been through the same thing. So we all relate pretty well.
And so the Southern League, the All-Star Game, comes with a ton of fanfare, all the events that they host to really just honor the players who get to make this trip. What's been the most enjoyable part?
I think it's probably yet to be. It's probably going to be the home run derby to watch that and just be a part of the game. Everything else is kind of just a walkthrough and more for the fans, and this is kind of for us.
What about you, Socrates?
Home run derby.
Home run derby?
Yeah.
So the BayBears had their own home run derby in that series finale against Pensacola before the first half. What did that feel like to end the first half on that note?
It felt good. We hadn't been hitting many home runs really the whole year. We were joking before the series that we must have like the least home runs in all of minor league baseball. So to have a game like that heading into the second half was good for us.
So guys, thank you again. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
Again, this is Melanie Newman with the 4 BayBears All-Star auditions this afternoon. Zach Borenstein, Socrates Brito, Adam Miller, and Gerson Montilla.